Right now we're in Old Colorado City, and it's a big wide road with loads of shops either side, but it's got lots of craft sort of shops and shops selling ornamental type thing. Just not my cup of tea, to be honest with you. Some people might like it, but I'd rather watch paint dry. I think it's pretty much a big wide road that way, shops either side. Oh, there is an army surplus store up here somewhere, which I did have a look in there, but nothing much I really wanted in there, nothing really that took my fancy. That's the other end of the street, and it's quite a long way, both ends. Like you really want to know that. Anyway, sure will be more exciting things to follow. Right, I'm a bit bored at the moment. The girls are off. We're still in Colorado City, Colorado Old City, which is sort of Colorado Springs, and I just did a little video outside, and it's not my sort of place, this place. Loads of sort of crafty shops. Anyway, sure there's some really nice stuff out there. It might be because it's middle of the afternoon and I'm just feeling a bit tired. We went for a really great walk up around Colorado, the Garden of the Gods, and that was really nice up there. And then we came back down to this place, had a little drive through, stopped at Wendy's, had our first American hamburger and fries, which I actually really enjoyed. I had a bacon and mushroom cheeseburger, which was pretty nice. So, and the fries were nice. They kind of got the skin still on, so that was pretty good. That was slightly better than I thought it would be. I thought, you know, American hamburgers, you've had it and then it's like KFC. It's nice to think about, but when you've had it, you feel a bit like you've been violated. Anyway, so that was quite a plus. And then we came down to this place, which is Colorado Springs. I keep looking over there because there's a road with all the traffic going past, and we found a nice little coffee shop, so that was cool, and the latte in there was really nice. And Fran and I had a chocolate chip cookie, which we really enjoyed, so that was nice. And then I was lounging and the girls went off looking at whatever next door shop, and then they ended up walking up the street, and I've lost them now, but they're in those shops somewhere. I'm sure they're having a great time. I hope they are. I went to the army surplus store and had a quick look around there, but a bit grim really in there. Well, no, it's not grim. If you like army surplus stuff, then great, go there. But it's I wasn't really looking for anything, and I'm just wandering and kicking my heels around. Anyway, I'm back at the car, and I did want to say a little bit about the car, because it's a Ford Explorer. It's a brand new one. It's got a couple of thousand miles on it. It's 4-wheel drive and all that sort of stuff, 7 seats. But I'm sure a lot of people like their Fords, and I've had Fords in the past, and you know, they're pretty good workhorse kind of cars. But I must admit, I'm not actually overly impressed with this. It's got lots and lots of gadgets on it, so lots of buttons everywhere. It's got the sat-nav's pretty good, I will say that about it. And it's engine's quiet, what you would expect it to be, because it's a petrol engine, gasoline engine. But loads of buttons, and this is a rental, so we've got it for 3 weeks, and then we're handing it back, and I've got to know most of the stuff that I need to, know on it, how to turn the windscreen wipers and the indicators, and that kind of stuff. But it's got absolute buttons upon buttons of different things. The air conditioning system looks like something out of the space shuttle, and the steering wheel's got more buttons on it than, I don't know, 1970s stereo system. But it's just seems quite complex. It's got all these fancy things on the dash, like an LCD display. A lot of it's a lot of old fluff, to be honest with you. When it comes to the drive of the car, I'm just not that impressed, to be honest with you. It's probably got some 5.5 litre V8 in there, but you wouldn't sort of think so. My 3 litre Mercedes seems much more potent, much pokier, much more eager to get off the line. Gear shifts are easy. You put your foot down and it just moves, whereas in this car you put your foot down and it thinks about it, and then it downshifts, and then it feels like the revs are gonna scream through the roof, and then it sort of accelerates, and it's just not. To me, it just doesn't seem that well engineered, that well thought out, and it might just be that all petrols are like that. I haven't got a petrol automatic, I've got a diesel automatic, and I just noticed that just seems much better matched, and that old Merc is nearly 20 years old, so I would have just, to be honest with you, I would just have expected a little bit better from a brand new car. I mean, I haven't bought the thing, so what do I care, but I thought I would just give my view, because I quite enjoy watching other people give their views on their things about cars and that kind of thing. All you need is the key in your hand or in the car, and you can press a button and it starts. So that's kind of nice touch. You don't have to fiddle around putting a key in ignition. Kind of like that about it. It's leather seats. It's got all the. Oh, the other thing I do like about it is that the thing in the back, the two seats in the back, they fold down, and then you press another button and they completely disappear. Well, they sort of become part of the floor, if you like. So that's kind of quite a nice touch. And the tailgate goes up and down itself at the back. Well, not on its own, but if you press a button it opens, and if you press another button it closes. And there's a button in the car, there's a button on the key fob, and there's also a button on the tailgate itself. That still doesn't stop Jodie from pulling it down manually. Well, each to their own. Good luck. Shove it down manually. People next door to me probably think I'm bonkers. I'm talking into the camera. Anyway, he gives the monkeys. So anyway, that's sort of my take on the Ford. I might give you some more input later on. We'll see. One more thing. No. Do like the rear camera. That seems to be good. I've not ever had a car that had a rear camera on it. Well, I've got the motorhome that's got a rear camera, but that's rubbish, to be honest. Where this one is pretty good. So if you, as soon as you put it in reverse, you get a really nice clear picture of the back, and it's got these lines that move when you, depending where you're turning the steering wheel, they actually curve with the wheels to show you, I suppose, where the car will actually drive to when you're going backwards, sort of thing. So that's a nice touch. I haven't really exploited that to the full. Parking in the US is really such a doddle. There's always loads and loads of spaces everywhere, so you haven't really got to squeeze in anywhere. I haven't really had to use that yet, but here comes George and Fran. So they're all coming back. The tribe is back. We'll be back on the road. See you later.
So we're here at the house where we're staying, and we're just in the front living room, and what time is it now? It's about 7,
8.
5 minutes to 8, and we're gonna have some dinner soon.
It smells really good.
We're having shrimps and
They
linguine.
say, yeah, and I was going to say that they reckon that when you're taking a selfie, it makes your nose look big, but I don't think it does.
No, me neither.
Well, we've had a good day today, haven't we, Grills?
Yes. So
What's been the highlights?
Tired.
Wendy's was actually surprisingly good. I really enjoyed the chips.
For me, it was surprisingly bad.
You ate all yours.
Yeah, but it wasn't as good as I thought it would be.
Mine was much better than
Yeah.
I thought it would be.
And we also went to Trader Joe's later in the day, and that was quite busy, and it was pretty cool because they had paintings on the walls and some different designs. And we've got a lot of bags now because they have Trader Joe's bag collectibles from different states. So we have a bag from California, a bag from Texas, and then so on. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really good. And George just showed me the stuff she bought from the art shop, some little letters.
Yeah.
She's going to do something with those when she gets home.
And what are you going to do with these?
These are going to be for slime.
And I've also got some Scrabble letters that say my name, then Colorado Springs and Santa Fe. So they're mixed Scrabble letters, so they're all different colours. So they mix and match, but it looks really cool when
And
you
these are the letters.
lay them out.
And I went to Lowe's, like a big hardware store, to get a new gate closer because the one that I put on Nadine's gate yesterday broke in the night.
Yes, it was very windy.
So, but rather than put another gate closer on, we picked up a screen door closer. And what does that look like, Fran?
It looks like a pump, and it sounds like a pump.
Looks like a pump. I think it's pneumatic, and it must have some kind of spring inside it. Anyway, it works as pretty good, doesn't it, as a gate closer?
Yeah.
We'll show you tomorrow when it's light.
And Fran is tired.
My eyes are watering.
So tomorrow we're travelling down to Santa Fe,
Yeah.
and that's about 4-6 hours.
4 to 6 hours, yeah.
And that's in the Ford, and we'll be showing some videos of us travelling and Dad using it and some cool tricks.
Some cool wheelies, burnouts, handbrake turns,
Come on.
J-turns, you name it, we're going to do it all tomorrow on the freeway.
Yes, it's going to be fun.
Fantastico.
And then, so how long are we staying for Santa Fe?
Well, I think on Tuesday we pick up the motorhome.
Yes.
So today is...
it's
Friday.
Friday.
So it's Friday today, so
The
tomorrow,
23rd.
Saturday we go to Santa Fe. And then on Tuesday we pick up the motorhome from Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And then we come back a week and 1 day later.
Then
And
we
we-
drop it off.
And then we drop it back off Albuquerque, and then we stay in Santa Fe for a few days.
And
Albuquerque to Santa Fe is, I think, about an hour. No, maybe not even that long. But it's
That's
not long.
pretty good. So it's about an hour and a half from the airport,
10
which is in
seconds to
Denver,
wait.
and an hour and a half from the airport, which is
Fran's
in
got a new
Denver,
watch.
to Colorado Springs.
You got to show your watch here, you nuts. There's it's not really a very new watch. How long have you had it? About a month?
2 months, 3 months.
So shaking.
Are you feeling sick yet? Anyone watching?
What?
Feeling sick.
Are you feeling a little?
Mum's cooking with Nadine, and Eve is probably,
I'm sick.
I don't know, combing her hair or something. No, what would
Say hi to the camera. She can hold us.
That's almost a 5-minute video.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have something else to say. The weather has been pretty cool today. It was
Not cool. Hot.
Warm. It's been really hot today.
so it's been pretty
Hot.
English weather. So it's been.
No, it hasn't been English. It's been dry. Very dry, so you have to drink lots of water.
Wait, I didn't
Boiling.
finish.
And
It's been English weather because it's been changing around a lot. So this morning it's been windy all day pretty much. This morning it was really
that wasn't
warm.
just Fran.
And didn't we move farting?
And it was raining for a bit.
It was really
And-
raining for a bit.
And
But
then
that
it got
was when we
really-
were driving through Garden of the Gods
Yeah.
Park.
And
Over the
then
hills,
over
the
the
mountains.
hills.
It was really rainy, and then we drove round and came back 10 minutes later,
It
and
was
it's
fine.
sunny.
And then at 5 o'clock, it was pretty much the hottest it has been all day because it wasn't as windy, but it's still quite
It's
windy.
probably 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
100 degrees Fahrenheit.
It was about 60.
60,
something.
yeah. 60.
But it felt really warm. The wind was warm.
The humidity was 20% today, which is pretty high. It's normally 12 or 15%.
But they had lots of dry weather recently.
Yes. So they were
There's-
expecting fires today, but because it
Fires.
rained, I didn't think there was any fires today, which was good.
Yeah, and also in these, what's kind of nice, driving around this area, there's the mountains are always in the backdrop. So
Yeah.
you see the houses, then behind it you see the mountains, and snow-capped mountains. It's really, really scenic. You just realise it's quite atmospheric. You feel like you're in a place that you're really
you
not
feel
used
guarded,
to being.
yeah.
Yeah, the mountains surround you, and it
Are you
feels kind of
shaking
safe
so
and nice.
much?
Huh?
Are you shaking
So thank you for watching this extremely long.
extremely long.
Long. We'll obviously be editing it.
No, we won't. Dad can't be bothered to edit it.
I'll be editing it.
No, you won't. It'll just go out there. Laters.
You have to edit them together. Bye.
Bye. I can't pause it. We.